A lot of shit went on in here. Well, I do see a vent here. Oh, those little guys. Barrack observational report 427757. Moore made what he likely thought was a joke in the barracks. During his refrain, he slyly referenced a document that as yet remained uncensored on his terminal. Whether his lapse was caused by sheer hubris or the subconscious seed of antisocial behavior is unknown. Nevertheless, it is a clear violation of the trust placed upon him by the council or consul. Recommend mental refreshment, followed by transfer to another division. Johnson spoke in his sleep last night, words that sounded vaguely of his duties within the ministry. This may show a proclivity towards either unwitting disclosure or deep-rooted discontentment. Recommend medical refreshment. Adams confessed that he's having trouble sleeping because he can't stop thinking about being watched through the newly installed two-way glass. Undoubtedly, this is a sign of a guilty conscience. Recommend medical refreshment.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. Okay, so that goes back outside. We're gonna open the door. We're gonna go kill those things. What's happening? Is that like poisoned or bleeding or something? Interesting. Peacekeeper armor. Oh, recipes. Recipe on how to craft shock rods. Hold on, is that like the melee weapon I have equipped right now? That's a stun baton. I think shock rods are the ammo that this machine gun uses that I have. Yeah, ammo type shock rod. How do I want that? Biomass canisters. Do you have to use them, or do I just know them now? Oh, okay. Collectibles. I guess they just sit in there. I don't have to use them or anything. Kind of guessing. Oh.
Hey, 70's not. Hey, you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Milverse, hold on. You look a little disappointed.
That obvious, huh? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be something worth harvesting. Something worth the trouble of killing the poor creature. But hope is the father of disappointment.
Milver Street sent me. I'm here to find a report and send Trooper Seiling back to town.
Yeah?
But he's dead.
Well, I'm Trooper Ceylon.
That's her.
Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. I'm sick of it.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to steal your job. Milver Street offered and I accepted.
I know, I ain't blaming you. That's part of climbing the ladder. Ain't but one rung at the bottom, and everyone's keen to get a foothold. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited.
And by condition, you mean being a gafted soldier? I don't think I've seen many of you around.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
Oh, is that this on her left arm over here? Interesting. I gotta ask, what's your third arm do?
Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
And now you're looking for a chance to prove him wrong? That about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
You mentioned Enhanced Soldier Division. Couldn't they help you out?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support.
That sucks.
I've only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
You could try kissing the graft to make it better.
If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo, I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork that's the problem. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
It's crazy. If a contract is stopping you, then go independent. How bad could it be?
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
Have you've been in this position before?
Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time.
And how's it going, man? Well, I hope things work out for you. Maybe I'll see you around.
Get the feeling you will. Anyhow, I think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street. Good luck in there. Mind the wraps.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Alright. Workbench. Bunch of things. Wait, are we still... Do I still have a mission here? I do, right? Yeah, so we're locating the mental refreshment information.
Entering a confrontational state. This unit is concerned for its command.
I forgot this is reverse fire.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendly.
There's Bard. Trooper helmet, I'll take that.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Engaging hostile life forms.
There we go. Alright, I think I got everything on this bottom floor. Let's go up, guys. Oh, almost everything. Big jump. Got the information's gonna be in that computer. Alert, overdue deliverable. Our records indicate that Ministry is 247 days late in delivering critical information to Euphoria Arc. Print Euphoria Arc pass. Cool. Sensors tasks. Field report, Warden P covert completes. Following retreat from Fairfield, 3 dead, 6 missing, 1 wounded, 10 active. Unit cohesion broken. Morale low, waiting instructions. Rear ward advance successful. 10 soldiers in a unit active and unarmed. 6 are still in the field conducting harassment actions. 1 wounded, 3 paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect the rallying maneuver. Morale is high. Wait, that's the original stuff. This is the sanitized text. Nevertheless, my personal role in the loss of Fairfield is undeniable. I, Warden Pascal Halbert, request my punishment be commiserate with the failures of my duty in the Sovereign. Sentinels repair automatic report by C. Lassiter. Original text. I spied 2 Sentinels wrestling with my automechs last night. Upon their leave, I found new data recorder hidden beneath the main sensor lens. I'm perplexed as to their intention. They must know I would have found the recorder eventually. What's more is they're Sentinels. They could simply request a primary data device if they had it in mind to. I should likely say nothing, but if something goes wrong with that automech, I'm afraid it'd be normally credited to me. Sanitized text. As a master technician, one would expect I could solve any issue that arose with one of my automechs. Nevertheless, when vexed by a particular devious data device malfunction, I found my salvation in 2 Sentinels that were happening by. They not only repaired the device, but also showed me how I might monitor my own behavior through the mech's primary lens. How fortunate that I may continue to be held accountable to the paradigms in new and exciting ways. Jeez. It's like reading some corporate BS. A wise man fears anything that would label him unfaithful, and historically I would apply that moniker to Alphonse Schultz. But it now seems he fears nothing, for he has recently spoken out about outrageous and unseemly manner. It matters not what occupation your youth prepared you for. The sovereign sees your best course for the whole of the protectorate. Sorry, guys. It matters not if you find the work distasteful or tedious or difficult. You do it with pride for the sake of the protectorate. You do not tell the 24 children you are teaching that you quote been demoted to a glorified spot wrangler. Matriarch, help us. Sanitized text. I was inspired to hear Alphonse Schultz tell the children in his charge how incredibly excited he was to begin his new work tending to the portion of the colony's micro cattle. It speaks volumes to the validity of the paradigm to have such a learned man see the value of such a dramatic change in profession. Yeah, I think we talked to that guy earlier. There's some big scratch marks.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Engaging combat protocol.
Any more? Any more, yeah? Big cartridges. Some food, a compass. Maybe it'll be in this one. Unsanitized reports. Oh god, there's more of them. Unsanitized report. Raptidons are encroaching on Fairfield's borders and hunting its citizens for sport. Our resources are spread thin, and what firepower we possess is not risen to the standard of supporting this terrible scourge. Currently, we do not have a plan for their eradication, as all the planters have been viciously consumed, and their bones picked clean and blood stained the soil of these hostile lands. I'm not going to bother reading the edits. You guys can pause that if you want. Sanitized report. A group of researchers known internally as Crabble enthusiasts vanished while in pursuit of the fabled skeleton crabble on the coasts of Paradise Island. Their families fear the worst. If the legends of the skeleton crabble are to be believed, they died in a most gruesome and painful fashion. Their final breaths wasted on dishonorable shrieks of agony, pleading for help that never came. Current standards of sanitation and messaging. It's just talking about how they sanitize their messages, I guess. Be altered very verbosely, acknowledging that it's to be opposed by or protected at every turn. Any text, data, or intelligence that shows inference, or worse, potentially praising the order is to be corrected, and its authors to be immediately reprimanded for medical refreshment. Subjects lost in tragic natural disaster developed in Horizon Point, including the very family members of the Sovereign, are to be celebrated as heroes of the Protectorate. They died while embracing their highest calling in service of the Sovereign, and has personally mourned their loss. Any discussion of causes outside of natural disasters or foreign actors being involved are to be scrubbed, and their authors are to be reported for mental refreshment. The war on anti-choice. Any discussion or analysis indicating that there is a war with anti-choice is escalating, or that the Protectorate is losing ground is to be replaced with assurances that the war continues to go well, and that the Sovereign will soon dismantle anti's petty machinations, and feeble aggressions. Oh, that guy's tripping out. Alright. Flywheel. Helmets. Is that really it? don't think I'm getting back up here if I drop down there, so I just want to double check. I mean, I could run back up there ultimately.
Highly classified information would be of interest to Minister Milverstreet.
Little secret hidey hole in here. And an open safe. I like that. Didn't have to deal with that at all. Advanced encryption key. Cool. Administrator's reports. New Horizons for mental refreshment. Our console has breathed new life into the much lauded mental refreshment program, graduating hundreds of subjects in record time. Now even the most extreme cases may be rehabilitated and invited back into the fold. Their perspective less complicated and more loyal. Once again, tried and true methods win out over needless research and development. The console knows what's best for the Protectorate, and nothing's better than mental refreshment. When your troubled friends and neighbors stray from the bosom of the Protectorate, remember that mental refreshment is the best way back to the basics. And once you're there, relearning basic skills will be as simple as second nature. Alright. Got that. Direction of the console. Do not spare the rod. Claims of sovereign's leniency are utterly unfounded, regardless of whom the source of the rumor may be, warden, arbiter, or vigilant. Yeah, I said that right. It falls upon every sentinel to ignore claims of clemency and ensure that the subjects receive the harshest punishments possible for derelictions of the paradigm. Expect all administrators to observe their words even more thoroughly from this moment on. The console reminds us to observe math with suspicion. You have discovered evidence that there may still be Order of the Ascendant believers living amongst our subjects. Maintain special vigilance over any subject observed doing complex math equations. As per previous decrees, report any suspicious behavior to Sentinels. The Consul's revised doctrine regarding the Order. The Order's continued hostility combined with their apparent involvement in Auntie's invasion put the Protectorate in a position where we must quell subversive information about the Order with haste. Double your efforts to sanitize information that runs contrary to Protectorate teachings. Such information is to be replaced with the litany of previously circulated betoken anti-Order information generated by the Office of the Consul. Any subjects found making pro-Order statements must be reported at once to the Sentinels. Well, we got what we came here for. I don't need that. It would give me a slight more amount of life, but whatever. Oh, I see some steps up. Let's see what's up here. Some scrap. Yeah. I already cleared this out, didn't we? Yeah, this is just another way in. Gotcha, okay. So we got some drones to destroy too. actually. That might have to wait till tomorrow. Turn to Milver Street. Let's go turn this in. Remembering the Sovereign's family. May they rest in perfection.
Fairfield's hologram is not currently operating, pending scheduled improvements. Rest assured, the beacon of Andy's choice will shine again.
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
You guys find yourself with too much disposable income from time to time?
I don't much
sure
appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Calm down. You know well would not have been necessary had you completed your task in a timely manner.
I'll calm down when you stop braying your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. You scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies.
Damn. Low-key kind of feel like he's being a dick right now. I don't know if I wanted to help him.
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed?
The secrets of mental refreshment at your fingertips.
Excellent! Please that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Damn. Minister, let Inez fix her graft, then you won't doubt her efficiency ever again.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Aha, yes. Now punch his hat off.
What? I have done nothing to deserve such barbaric treatment. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. Now,
Yes, Sloth.
you're quite finished urging others to assault my headwear. Let's move on. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport.
Let's see. I'd have to be pretty thick-skulled not to realize you want me to ask for more details.
I should have known better than to try to bait an individual as savvy as yourself. I shall speak openly then. Bringing Westport to heel will deliver me not only my future, but the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station.
Skip the preamble. What do you need?
Verily. On to business. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you.
Why is converting Westport's subject so important?
Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold, for they could see the freedom we offer firsthand. But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone.
I don't know if I want to help him with Westport. I thought you were a marketing specialist, or is that hat just for show?
Shh, not so loud. The hat can tell when you're questioning it. The people of Westport don't trust me. How can they? I am the enemy. I am the invader. I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf.
Pretty convenient how helping them achieve salvation also directly fits your goals.
I say if the situation is serendipitous, so much the better.
Say no more, I'm in.
Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of purple berry crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him, woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile?
Yeah, tell me.
Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian.
Oxonian? What the hell's that? I don't want a replica. I want the real thing.
I don't think you understand. The reserve Oxonian is functionally identical to the one I wear. If anything, the replica is likely in better state. I've grown attached to this one and would prefer not to part with it. And really, is anything truly one of a kind? Not from the
I like that he's
universal
so
perspective.
uncomfortable that I'm asking him for his hat. Give me your hat.
Very well. I can see you won't be swayed.
Nope.
You succeed in the conversion of Westport, and I will supply you my limited production gentle person's Oxonian. If I must.
Deal.
Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately.
Before I go, is this town armed? Am I going to have to shoot my way in?
While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses any strategic value. The Protectorate has no reason to defend a half-sunken town. Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Paradise Island brims with danger, even if Westport itself seems safe.
If Paradise Island is that dangerous, you should have given me some guns.
Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
Guns. I'll be back. Keep that hat warm for me.
I suppose I should take this time to make peace with its departure. Oh, so many grand times shared with this hat.
I don't even want the hat. I just wanted to take it from him. All right, what do you got to say?
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice.
Want to go back into Auntie's Choice? Yeah, why in the void would we want to go back to Auntie's Choice?
I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something?
You don't think they intended to let you stay nothing forever?
They ain't the Protectorate. If they couldn't see my worth, it was due to circumstance, because of my graft, or because I ain't trying hard enough. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print.
I think she's lying to herself. I believe you, so you have a deal.
Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mine the ship.
Oh, I guess I'll send Val back for right now.
Acknowledged.
After you.
These two will have more fun dialogue options anyways. Alright, that's where I'm going to call it for right now. Appreciate it for everyone hanging out and watching. Hope you guys had a good time.